changing up stream title. This is the game of the week. Hold up. The 1 minute is not available. We gotta go television. Isn't it crazy?
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Let's go, Pat.
Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders.
Super important game. We're both 8-2.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Both 8-2. Game of the week, right?
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go back. Sucks, he's got Khalil Mack, and Khalil Mack's not even on him. Am I dropping frames? What's going on here? Why am I dropping frames?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Gun! Leopard, punt!
Now it's Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
Like inches.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That was close, man.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
What did you get hurt on, Crabtree?
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Crabtree. Well, I need him. He's my #1 receiver, man. You know? What I was saying was he's got Khalil Mack, and like Khalil Mack's not even on the freaking Raiders anymore.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Play action. Now Jackson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
Well, yeah, they were both trash, dude. I mean, Crabtree was good. He scores a lot of touchdowns, but so much talent there. With the double team, trying to run sets that like occupy his side of the field, but
they run with Collins. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Willie Snead. John Brown, 78 overall, I believe. It'll be a fun one. We're going to have a lot of vertical threats this game. Yeah, we got Rashad Perriman, John Brown, and Willie Snead.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Should be a fun one.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
What?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. This is Collins on the handoff. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
You're telling me he's going to use her then?
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
That's good. I can't believe I just got user right there.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away.
88 Bruce. Isaac Bruce? Yeah, that's actually crazy that I just got a user link now.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We're playing a franchise game now.
Carr to throw on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Yeah, it's head-to-head. It's just a franchise game. It's a league I'm in.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
We're good. Now.
Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And got his man.
gives me a joke half the time.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Gone! Let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gone!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. An update from Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. Sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. A quick hitter, complete. It's Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, when you think of these two teams, two franchises, Baltimore and Oakland, Charles, what comes to mind?
Well, the ghost to the post in the late 1970s, but remember, that was the Baltimore Colts who are now in Indianapolis. These are the Ravens who came from Cleveland and formerly were the Browns.
They also have some history, though. The Ravens, between these two teams, won an AFC championship game in 2001. Also beat a Derek Carless Raiders 30-17 in Oakland a year ago.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right.
What are you doing?
And his pass incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Here we go now.
can't figure out what to do against this guy.
On third down, Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
I don't know what to do on defense.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Madden, please, Madden. Come on, don't do this to me today. Don't fucking do this to me today. I'm right next to the guy pressing X and he didn't do anything. Yo, what was that? Did anybody see that? My dude, my lineman was right next to me. And he didn't want to do anything.
On second down, Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Hey, Purdue!
Throwing his car on third down. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 48 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Hey, here we go. Express.
Just getting me on these big plays on the sideline. Like, stopping these in theory.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Monday down.
Yeah, he hasn't had the ball that much.
Go Chief. 6:37.
On third down, Carr. And a third down pass falls incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
That's about it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Jackson to throw on second down. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
It's mad frustrating. Can't do anything against that. He's always using the right. Like the perfect linebacker to do that to blow that up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Leopard!
To throw on second down. Jackson. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got to find what's open.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
We need points here at least. We need 3. Can't fuck up. We need picks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Billy, here we go. Leopard!
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And he's got some space here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Mike 5'9". Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
No, he's going to pick that.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I didn't expect him to use that whole drive away. I didn't even blame him for that.
On first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Holding left side. It's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
We got to just grind it out.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Bullet kick to the end zone.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there. Let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost picked off.
I would have taken his pick.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Come on. Need to score, need to score, need to score. At least 3. I kicked it in.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Kind of panicking.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. So he got 3 in 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. He's going deep for Brown. And it's caught. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
We'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Yeah, huge.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
I didn't mean to do that.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
Oh, after the hurry
and I
up,
think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
You just beat me with those 2 big plays. That's really it. That was it. I swear. Just got another run. Jeez.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Go, go. Get set, get set.
Shit.
They run again on first down. Lynch finding some room at midfield, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Making Marshawn shifty, you know?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Oh, stay there, CJ.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Dude, what is this shit, man? Same fucking
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Literally every
As a
single
former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
Same play.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 8.
I had an opportunity to
and a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And then a big play.
Because some teams script to start a half.
All of his yards.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating,
make a beautiful pass.
The guys who just gave up that play.
I don't know why.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with first and 20.
High point that pass, get the catch.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Stop him from doing that. He's just going to run that shit all game. Left sideline right there.
Detroit! Set!
Jackson's speed is like a 91, I think. Pretty good.
Detroit! Hot!
Jackson now to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like 40 yards right there.
Tahir Whitehead.
Good play.
Able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, that was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Yeah, he's quick. No, by all means.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Philly, here we go. Hot!
Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The one with all the sacks in our league, right?
This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to auto go back to the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Yeah,
and not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Carr now to throw. And that would complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
I have no pass rush.
Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's brought down after a good gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
White Monday down. Here we go. Get down, get down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw on third down. Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive starts with a run by Collins.
So stupid. How is he winning the fight at the line
3 yards, and now it's second down.
Like, how am I
you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Just rolls right over all my guys. Like, what? The fuck am I supposed to do? He's got 3 down linemen, and he still wins it. Come on. Such a joke. Three down linemen, watch, he'll win.
Detroit!
Somehow
Detroit! Now let's go!
Here's Jackson looking to throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Gone! Here we go now!
Now Jackson throwing on third and long. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
Check 4. Here we go now. Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
One thing I do know about DeMarco Murray,
the only reason I'm not doing it is because I see he's got 3 guys.
You know, a lot of backs are concerned about how many they have. Not him. He wants the ball all the time. But so far in this game, that's not working too well, and his team's losing.
He's had a decent chunk of carries. He just hasn't had much success when he's gotten those carries.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
To throw on second down, Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
Hurry up, here we go. Gone!
From the gun, Jackson.
And
it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I've been feeling it all game, but like,
we always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Justin Ellis in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, here's Jackson.
Why did you stop Willie Snead?
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
That's some weird shit. He was about to beat
the Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Man. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't understand that throw. I set my feet. I knew it was a risky throw going in, and I should have probably just ran it.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go. Get set.
Carr gives to Marshall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
6:37.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
How much you want to bet this is a real route? I'll put money on it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Here's Carr to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
It's like, I couldn't even jump it. And he got lost. Just not good. I don't get this game sometimes. Animations have been so off for me. So fucking mean.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Everyone fucking does it. Get set. Now he's just going to waste the whole clock, and he's not really supposed to.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Can't believe I threw that pick there, but...
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there on 3rd and 9. 44 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Big plays.
On the handoff, Lynch. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You should just run it. Kick his field goal. Basically seals the game.
On third down, Carr. He completes it to Bryant.
That shit's stupid. Why are you going to pass? You know, when you can run and seal the game. Like, obviously, he seals the game.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
All you have to do is run the ball there, kick your field goal.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
John Brown, 30. The 20.
Give him the Marshall. 10,
and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I just missed this. I don't get that. I fucking missed it.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. Down.
He's going to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
So they want to make a tackle.
They'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Yeah, through the end zone. Have fun with that one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's complete to Brown, right side. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Controller's vibrating.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I'm getting held. My controller's vibrating.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sure.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right,
I'm not
now, lucky
expecting to win this
56.
game, but I'd like to
Detroit!
score it.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I can't even
So
run a
like
play
that
anymore
right
because I'm
there.
lagging like
Not
that.
only
Come
was it
on,
the right
dude.
play, throwing it away like that.
Oh, my God.
Frankly,
bro.
I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
See if this works.
On third down, Jackson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Come on, bud.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up, and they get the football.
It's just not meant to be, right?
At their own
It's not meant to be.
49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here we go.
It's not meant to be right there. Fumbling the ball like that.
48 Mike. Bandit. Bandit. That's it.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Just the chew blocking,
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Raiders, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.